Greeting everyone. Today I'll present our work, Versatile Transition Generation with Image to Video Diffusion. The motivation for this work comes from the observation that existing diffusion models are excellent at static image synthesis, but often struggle to interpolate between semantically different endpoints with smooth temporal coherence. Our goal is to unify 4 common transition tasks: object morphing, motion prediction, concept blending, and scene transition within a single coherent image to video diffusion framework. This enables us to generate high-fidelity, temporally consistent transition videos that bridge diverse visual domains in a unified way. Specifically, object morphing interpolates between 2 similar objects. Motion prediction fills in missing frames for moving subjects. Concept blending fuses disparate objects, for example, airplane to ship. Scene transition bridges 2 related scenes, for example, forest to snowy forest. Our interpolation-based initialization features 3 components: interpolated noise injection, LoRa interpolation, and frame-aware text interpolation. VTG first converts the 2 encoded input frames into latent noises via DDIM inversion. Next, it interpolates between those 2 latent noises and concatenates the intermediate noises along the temporal dimension. To capture meaningful semantics and enable smooth transitions between conceptually different objects, we employ both LoRa interpolation and text interpolation. In bidirectional motion prediction, BMP, the noisy latent is flipped along the temporal dimension, and self-attention maps are rotated 180 degrees to establish reversed motion time correlations. 2 U-nets separately predict forward and backward motion, with the backward noise flipped again and fused into the forward noise to ensure a consistent motion path during iterative denoising. In representation alignment regularization, RAR, each frame is spatially patchified independently, and the per-patch alignment losses are then aggregated across the temporal dimension. Here is the analysis for qualitative comparisons. In the object morphing, our approach produces naturally evolving transformations that faithfully preserve the structure and semantics of the endpoint frames, while avoiding oversaturation or semantic drift, demonstrating high fidelity and stable morph transitions. In the motion prediction, our method yields intermediate frames that are sharp and coherent, maintaining consistent motion, and seamlessly integrating foreground and background elements to achieve a smooth, dynamic progression. In the concept blending, our framework generates intermediate representations that smoothly and meaningfully mediate between 2 distinct concepts, enabling a gradual and semantically coherent fusion without abrupt shifts. In the scene transition, our approach constructs visually harmonious sequences between 2 related scenes, delivering content continuity, compositional consistency, and a pleasing, natural transition. Across all evaluated tasks, our approach consistently demonstrates superior or comparable performance to existing methods under both perceptual and temporal metrics. In Table 1, our approach achieves the lowest FID and one of the lowest PPL values, indicating its ability to generate high-quality and temporally coherent transition sequences. Notably, it attains state-of-the-art FID while maintaining competitive perceptual smoothness, reflecting its effectiveness in preserving both content fidelity and motion dynamics during transitions. For Table 2, our method yields the highest TCR and TC scores across all categories. These metrics, derived from cosine similarity and temporal consistency measures, highlight the method's strength in maintaining semantic coherence and smooth frame-to-frame evolution throughout the transition process. In Table 3, our framework achieves the highest smoothness scores across different datasets, surpassing baseline methods in generating transitions that are visually continuous and conceptually well integrated. This confirms its ability to handle more abstract blending scenarios with balanced temporal smoothness and semantic plausibility. We introduced Transit Bench, that includes two subsets for concept blending and scene transition, respectively. Each subset contains 100 image pairs, and each image pair constitutes the first and last frames of a transition video. All image pairs are manually collected and captioned from Google Images under CC BY license. They are resized to 512 times 512. For data diversity, the categories of the image pairs in each subset are unique, ensuring that no transitions are repeated. The FPS does not affect evaluation since our model inherently supports different frame counts, for example, 8, 32, 64, without extra tuning. To summarize, our framework unifies 4 transition tasks under a single diffusion-based model. By combining 3 interpolation-based initialization modules with bidirectional motion prediction and representation alignment regularization, we achieve smooth and coherent transitions across various scenarios. We also introduced Transit Bench, the first benchmark designed for concept blending and scene transition tasks. Looking ahead, we plan to extend this framework to handle longer and more complex transitions and to enable real-time insertion for streaming video generation. Thank you for your attention.